another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the originals. This is episode 19 of season 2. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series so far. There is a poll in the description. You can vote for your favourite characters and dislike characters of this season, and I have added Vincent and Eva to those names. Obviously I didn't have it in the last video. I just thought, you know, Finn and Rebecca, because they're playing the characters, but they've obviously been two characters. They've been Finn and Vincent and Rebecca and Eva, so I've added them in just in case you actually like Eva or Vincent. So yeah, get those votes in the description below. Now, recapping the last episode, it was interesting because we did have Dahlia, who had returned finally into the present, and she is not messing about. She is so strong. She did not let us down, did she? I know she's been built up most of the season for being the strongest witch like of all time or whatever's, and you know what, I believe it, mate. Literally, she was just doing everything with such ease. She was taking possession of people's bodies. We've seen it at the very start. She took control of like Jackson. His eyes went white and he was like, I'm here, I'm everywhere, I see everyone, or something like that. And it's like, oh mate, here we go. And then everybody was stopping in the street and he was staring, and then it's just mad. And then she turned up and she started speaking to Freya, didn't she? She was like, look, how ironic that I find you here, so close to the baby, so close to the family. And you know, what have you promised them? You promised them that you're going to kill me? You're trying to be loved? You're trying to be, you know, welcomed in? Well, I give you everything and you've rejected it. That's pretty much what she was saying, which is mad, because she hasn't given her everything really, has she? She took her life away and then started using her, because as we found out in this episode, when he was trying to do a locator spell to find Dahlia, it was Rebecca and Freya. They was doing a spell, and Rebecca seen a flash, and Dahlia was stood behind Freya, and she's like, the reason why she's here is because she's channeling you, Freya. Do you know? And that begs, like, it makes me think, right? I wonder if you could break the channeling. Does that make sense? So, because we seen it when Vincent was really, really strong, or Finn, sorry, when he was so strong, yeah, he was channeling his mum and his dad, and that's why he was drawing all the power in. He was harnessing it, and I believe that that's what Dahlia wants. She wants to get hope, and she wants to get Freya. And I think somebody mentioned that they believe, I don't know if it's true, but they believe that possibly that each first child of the generations, so to speak, gets stronger. So obviously you've got Freya, she's strong, but then Hope, she's stronger. So that's why she wants to continually take the new firstborns, because each one has got more powers, more strength, and she can obviously harness all of it. Now, she wants to harness it off Freya and harness it off Hope. That is when she will become literally unstoppable. But I think that there's got to be some way, somehow, that we can, you know, cut the ties between her and Freya. But last episode was mad because they was trying to do everything to protect Hope. Now, Jackson, he proposed a terrible idea, in my opinion. It was absolutely awful, and Haley went with it as well. He was like, we need to run. It's what wolves do, you know, we always run. It's like, that's terrible, that Jackson. Like, you think that she found Hope just by, like, searching for, like, I don't even know, she just found her with such ease, no dramas, no problem. Once she sensed that she was alive, when she wasn't hidden under the cloaking spell or whatever's that Rebecca was under, she found her so easy. And just you running off into the woods, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to run in the trees because he knows the bayou, apparently. He can protect her in there. I think it's an awful idea. He's got no protection, it's open space, and she will find him so easily. And I'm so happy that Aiden, he wanted Aiden to come and, like, assist him, and he didn't. He was going to, he got the car and he was going to go and pick them up, but he hesitated and used the excuse that traffic stopped him from getting there in time, and apparently he believed it, which is lucky, because I think that if he did take him and Klaus found out that obviously Aiden had been helping Jackson, I think that Aiden would have got killed and I think Jackson would have got killed. So I think that him doing that actually saved their lives. And I hope that Jackson and Haley don't do these stupid things where, like, I really like Haley. I actually do. I actually really, really like her. So I'm not saying I dislike her, but I like how she goes against Klaus as well, because Klaus to me is the big bad wolf, and like, he's the best, and she's always challenging him. So it makes me think, yes, Haley, do you know what I mean? You got a bit of balls here, you got a bit of something, a bit of oomph. That's what I want. I don't want everybody to stand over. But sometimes when Klaus does the right decisions, she just ignores it anyway. That's it. I think that, has she ever gone through with anything that Jackson's ever said? You know, like, every time he proposes something, she counters it, she wants to do it her way, and she uses the excuse, I'm not going to be told what to do. Which is fine, I absolutely love that. She's her own woman, she stands there, she's the alpha. And but sometimes you got to have the best play. She even said to Jackson, oh, you know, Dahlia's coming. It's got the oldest, biggest, baddest vampire family in the whole entire world scared. Do you think this is the best play? And he was like, yeah. And she was like, okay, let's go. And I thought, oh, come on, Hayley, man. You got to think better than that, man. You're a hybrid as well. Like, you're part of the Michaelsons. That's well better than being part of, obviously, just like a running away from Dahlia. So that was crazy. We obviously had a Michael and Klaus team up together, and it was actually really good, actually. They created a weapon, they went after Dahlia, they fought loads of people inside the church, like Dahlia's protection, good fights, I really enjoyed it. But she ended up getting an upper hand, she took that weapon, she burnt it, she was like, look mate, the only weapon that you could have got to kill me is gone now, and I've only used a fraction of my powers, mate, so if you're going to come after me, prepare to get the full wrath, unless you hand over hope. That's all I want. You can all go and live your life, just hand over the baby to me. Obviously they're not going to do that, and later on in the episode they was arguing. Frey was like, this was not my plan, you know, it took us ages to get those 3 items, and you literally created one weapon and it's been ruined. Well, Klaus, mate, he ran, pinned Michael up against the wall. He's like, look, he had a knife to him. He said, look, why have you always hated me? You know, you don't hate Freya, you love her. What is your problem with me? Like, why? And he said, I don't know. His reason for hating Klaus is he doesn't know, it was really sad, honestly. What a way to obviously tell that to Klaus. And how's he supposed to react? Well, he reacted by stabbing him, mate, killing Michael. He burned on fire, and he turned around to Freya and said, mate, you need the ashes. There you go, mate. You need, what is it, like a Viking ashes? You've got an abundance now. We'll make another weapon. And then he walked off, and that is the end of the episode. So it's absolutely amazing. So excited. It's really picked up. Dahlia's here, not messing about. I'm expecting lots of action. I want Hope to get taken. I want Dahlia to actually win the fight and take Hope, because then I want to see the absolute chaos reaction of Klaus going absolutely mental, taking everybody out that gets in his way, you know, creating all these plans that he likes to do, and then I want to see him successfully get her back. And I want to see, obviously, when she takes Hope, I want to see Hope show some sort of like restraint, some sort of counter to, you know, she's trying to do some powers on her and she's like bam 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 pushing it away. And I just can't wait. I'm really excited. So Patreon is getting daily videos of the originals. If you are interested, you can go over there. We have started as of today, rolling every single day the originals. So if you want to watch that, go over there, check it out, and let's jump in to today's episode.
Let's discuss strategy, shall we? Just wondering if you actually have one.
Needless concern.
We stop talking so loudly.
What's the matter? New witch body, not up to last night's bender.
Not every day you lose your father at the hands of your brother again.
Whoever said opportunity only knocks once, eh? I thought the mood this morning might be a bit more jubilant. You're proving quite the buzzkill.
Perhaps it was because murdering father alienated the one person who truly knows how to defeat Dahlia.
Freya loved Michael.
Whatever shall I do?
Whatever you please.
Do not mistake my high spirits for lack of clarity.
Do not suspect my high spirits for lack of clarity. That is so true, mate. The guy's excited, but he's got objectives, mate. He knows the end goal. He's not just here, just celebrating for no reason. He's got a plan and he's ready to go. I absolutely love that statement there.
Forgive
she
me
died
for
last
calling
night.
so early, Elijah. She is owed a debt, and she means to be paid. If you must harbor hatred, isn't it better spent on the one who traded your child away? But I seek only to fulfill a bargain, resulted in your very existence. Perhaps you should be thanking me.
Dahlia.
I only came for what is mine. I see you've used despair to cloak her. You have till nightfall tomorrow. No reason we can't be civilized about this.
Oh. Ooh, that was sick, honestly. It was so good. Now, it's mad what she just said there. She said, mate, you should be thanking me. If I didn't take her the first time, if I didn't make the deal with Esther, right, you would never be vampires. So you should be thanking me for being the people you are today. Because if that action never happened, you would not be here. Pfft, what a mad way to look at it. It's true. It definitely is true, but just a mad way to look at it.
Good news, Dahlia still doesn't know that we're here. Bad news, she's given us until tomorrow night. Dahlia was drawn to Hope's magic. No matter how far we go, she's still gonna be able to track us.
I think we run what we can.
Witchcraft and magical spells. She didn't ask for any of this. Jack, maybe that's it. Dahlia can only sense her when she's using magic. I have an idea.
Let me do it. My fault. You guys didn't get away yesterday.
He's done well there. Took the suspicion away.
I'm so sorry.
About what? Certainly not our father.
All I can recall is his awful cruelty, especially to Klaus.
Excuse.
No, it's a fact.
Klaus wants Hope safe just as much as you want your freedom.
I have given you all every reason to trust me. From now on, it's either Klaus or me.
Again, I've got to say, if they knew Dahlia for as long as they knew Klaus, or similar things, and then you give her that ultimatum, then it's different. But she's known you for what? I don't know the period. Let's just say a month. Known Klaus for 1,000 years. Clearly, I know what decision should be made anyway. And like she was saying there about, it's just an excuse. It's not an excuse. It's a fact. Literally. Like, he reacts that way because he was factually abused by his dad. Yeah, it's not an excuse. Like, I do hate when people use the word excuse over facts. Say, like, you were supposed to be at work at 9 o'clock. You left at 5 a.m. to get there. And there was a crash on the motorway and you sat there. And you go in work at 12 o'clock and say, sorry, mate, literally, I'm late. And they're like, oh, that's just an excuse. It's like, it's not an excuse, mate. It's a fact. I come here. I would have been on time. Something happened. I'm telling you a fact. It's not an excuse. I'm not trying to beat around the bush. I'm not trying to, lie to you. I'm telling you a statement. Something that factually happened. And literally, that is what he's saying there. So I don't get it. And again, yeah, all the family should go against Freya if she gives them that ultimatum there, because Klaus is the one that they know. And I've not got it on there, but in Klaus we trust. I should be wearing that as well.
If Michael's ashes are the key to ending Dahlia, then surely you must see the need to share the whereabouts.
I see nothing of the sort. So you can run straight to Freya and bring her into the circle of trust? I think not.
You need only trust me.
I would love to, Elijah. You've not been the same since Mother got inside your head. The Elijah I know would never have clung so desperately to the word of a duplicitous stranger.
We have no cause to distrust her.
Which is a far cry from being trustworthy.
Niklas, if we cannot trust one another, we can't work together.
I know I keep pausing it, but they say facts, mate. I've said it already. Freya tells you what you want to hear directly to you, and it drops in perfectly. And you're like, whoa, Freya's great. But it's like, Klaus has just laid down pure facts along the line there. How do we know that she's done this and that? Yeah, she saved Finn, but yeah, she was the one that resurrected him. Yeah, she done that to Rebecca, but how do we not know that she's the one that brought her back? Yeah, she's saying this to you, but you're clinging on to it. How do we know that the words that she's saying, there's a difference for being he said something like telling the truth, if we could trust her, and then her being trustworthy. You know what I mean? I love that.
To what do I owe this visit? Why are you here?
This. Haley said she left it here yesterday.
However, your life will be worth less than the velveteen on this rabbit if I find my faith in you has been misplaced.
Yes, I'm sure that Klaus, Color Me Paranoid Michelson totally fell for your whole I came across the river for Hope's bunny ruse.
Well, if the baby can't give off magic, then Dahlia won't be able to track her. Axel and Haley are getting ready to run.
Cole had asked me to run before he got hacked. Well, he wouldn't have had to ask me twice. Klaus finds out what you did.
Let me worry about that.
Everyone's going against Klaus, man. Everyone. Thought he couldn't do magic inside these walls.
Oh, come
on. She's so good, man.
I'm to choose between the brother I've known 1,000 years and the sister I've always wanted.
Klaus is at his best when there's an enemy he needs to take down. We can't go up against him. We got no way to put him down.
Gearing up for the fight of our lives, and all anyone can worry about is his next move.
It's really interesting. I want Marcel to stand by
I had
him.
a feeling I would be seeing you.
Like your own, his was not a happy childhood. Art was something of a sanctuary for Niklas.
You tell me this so I might sympathize with him, as you do incessantly. I will not trust my freedom to an alliance with Klaus.
You came to us, tired of running, desperate to be free. Stay, and we defeat Dahlia together. My sister, is there really any choice?
Swear to me that you will not allow Klaus to be our undoing.
Bad time?
As I've recently proved disagreeable, I assume Elijah asked you here to play therapist.
Spend, I don't know, 5 seconds not obsessing about who not to trust and who you're gonna murder next.
Tell Elijah you came as asked, and you may leave assured your duty is fulfilled.
Talk to me, and not because Elijah sent me.
Yeah, she's walking straight in, not bothered.
What a beauty. Hello, my child. I was hoping for a more intimate chat, though I sense by entering you would have me at a considerable disadvantage. Surely you've noticed that the spell protecting you is growing weaker. Haley, is it? I have no quarrel with you. Esther made this bargain long ago. When I give my word, I keep it. And I expect others to do the same. That child is rightfully mine. You're frightened for your child. Most of my troubles with Freya stemmed from the fact that I came for her so late in life. Hope is still young. She won't cling to the memory of you or cry for you in her sleep.
Come closer. Let's see how a witch with no magic does against me.
You should spend your time saying your farewell. Nightfall tomorrow. will come all too soon.
How good is Dahlia? Like, literally, every time I look at her, I'm thinking, oh, you're intimidating me. Literally, you're so intimidating. And it's like, she just speaks like, she speaks slow, but not as slow as Esther, but like, she drags me in, man. Everything that she's saying, I'm like, oh, God, I can't wait for it. And do you know what I like as well? Is give a deadline. Like, she's like, tomorrow at nightfall, I'm coming for the baby. Everybody knows it. It's like, you want to get an army? Get it. I'm not bothered, mate. That time, I'm coming, I'm going to win. Do you know what I mean? Usually, when you strike without them knowing, so you got the upper hand. But she's letting them all know, mate, I'm coming at this time, this location. So either get ready or die. And she's absolutely sick right now anyway. I'm absolutely loving her.
I, of all people, know whether the parent raising you loves you or loathes you. They still form who you are. And therefore, is Freya not just as dangerous as Dahlia herself?
You made an alliance with him. You fought beside him, and then you killed him.
Yes, for the second time. And just when it looked as though we might for once be allied, I drove a stake through his heart.
Because he said he loved Freya?
This may come as a surprise to you, Camille, but I'm not a terribly good person.
Hey, Bert. I love you.
What have you done?
What are you gonna do? I'm not cut out to be a double agent. I'm gonna tell Jackson everything. Let's get out of here and finally start our life. I'm a pack guy, and you are my pack now.
I know, this is all really fast. But if you want this, I'll see you in 2 hours.
I'll be there. Of course, I'll be there. I love you too.
I'm glad he done that. I was going to say, what lingered in the back of my head then was Davina. If Cole asked me to run, he wouldn't have had to ask me twice. Do you know what I mean? And he asked him to run, and then he was proper hesitant. And I was going to say, like, I wonder what Aiden's thinking after that, because he looked disappointed. And I thought the scene was going to end, and then he actually ran over and kissed him, said he loves him back and he'll be there. So he done. I like it. I do like it. I actually like them together, you know. I have no problem with Aiden. Yeah, he's double crossing, but, you know, it's just like me now. And somebody coming over who's definitely can kill me with a click of a finger like that. I'm just going to do what they say. And do you know what I mean? Like, you just are. You're not going to surrender your life for no reason.
Whoa, hold it. Just me.
You should know better than to sneak up on me.
Holed up in here ever since Cole died. Trying to bring him back.
What do you care? Hated him anyway.
You know, I can be a little protective.
Understatement of the year. You never once bothered to ask me how I felt after Cole died. That was the worst.
I'm truly sorry that I wasn't there for you. But we have a problem. Klaus. Cole told me that you guys are working on a weapon, one that would work even on Klaus.
Cole gave me that dagger for my protection. I'll be the one who decides if it gets used.
Why is everyone going against him? Everyone, man.
I suggest you allow me to make my way home in peace.
Enough of the games, Nicholas. She's the best chance we have to save your child.
Yes, Elijah, my child.
Freya is our family. If you cannot see the greater picture...
You see only round the next curve in the road. I am looking from above.
Hope is also my family. If you continue to walk this path, you will lead her towards harm. I will do whatever it takes to prevent this.
So will I, Freya. Or me.
This is a sick episode. I feel like I just want to watch all of them. Like,
So Davina says Hope shouldn't be able to do any magic if she's wearing that. Wait, there's something I need to... The reason you didn't get out of the compound was because of me. I did it on purpose for Klaus. Jax, if I had let you escape, he would have killed me, but you...
Thing Klaus said that you wanted to hear, what was it?
Told me I'd make a good alpha. An alpha would never turn on his back.
Neither did you in the end. You risked your life for Haley and for Hope, so you have to take my forgiveness.
Yeah, Josh and I are getting out of here.
But you'll always be a part of this pack. I'm not ready to lose you yet.
I like that. You know, Jackson does annoy me sometimes, but I do like this combo that he's just had.
Where were the wolves who stood guard?
Getting their asses handed to them by Dahlia, just like Klaus did. Jackson is out getting supplies, and then we're taking the wolves and we're headed to the bayou.
Absolutely not.
You know, I am so over taking advice from you, Klaus. From now on, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I am not your prisoner, Klaus.
I've been forging a new path. I know what Freya was planning, and I know how to kill Dahlia.
I need to know, man. I'm like Elijah now. Just fucking tell me, Klaus. But also, what does Haley mean? From now on, I'm not listening to you or something. It's like, mate, you never listen to him, Haley. You would literally never listen to him. Now, I've not got a problem with you at all. I said it at the start. But you never listen to him. It started in season 1, and it's still happening now in season 2. It's not a new thing. It's a consistent thing. I feel like one of them's going to die. Maybe Aiden or Josh.
They were almost as young and beautiful as you.
Don't fear, this will be over quickly.
You are a minor player, though it only takes one match to burn down acres of forest.
Why are you doing this to me?
I need to make it look convincing.
Oh, she's killed him. Is that what she done? Slash on the neck, slash on the face, rip her heart out. Oh, shit, mate. Josh is going to find him as well. And then he's going to think it's Jackson after seeing that story just then, because I'm going to tell Jackson. about what's going on with Klaus, and then he's gonna go over. Look, I'm well excited. Oh my god, Dahlia is so good. I do not want her to. She's got to be in it more than after season 2, surely. Like, because she's so good. So far, these 2 episodes that she's been sick.
I hate to leave right after Cole.
I'm glad for you guys. It'd be too depressing if one of us didn't get a happy ending.
You know what I mean? No one's walked past there since it was daytime.
No. Aiden. Freya objected to us making a single weapon because it spoilt her plan.
Klaus made Aiden spy on us. Instead, he told me everything, so you killed him.
So what if I did?
Oh, he's taking it.
Perhaps this never would have happened if he'd have had a real alpha.
Yes, take her out.
You want to kill me too, Elijah?
Mate, she needs a neck snap too.
You come at him. You come at me.
You lot should make better use of your time.
Get out!
Klaus, you mentioned a plan. I recommend you begin. Haley and Hope is safe for the time being.
I thought it was going to work the other way. I thought they was going to blame Jackson and he was all going to turn on him, but they didn't. They blamed Klaus, and instead of it, you could see him strategizing in his head. He was thinking, what do we do? It's like, fuck it, I'll own it. And it's worked, mate. And do you know what? Haley keeps diving in constantly. And she needs to get killed one time, because she's going to be, she can't die. Like, and we see it all the time in the Vampire Diaries, Sometimes if Stefan or Enzo or Damon stands up to someone, neck snap. Do you know what I mean? See you later. Now, I'm showing that you're not always getting what you think you're going to get. Do you know what I mean? She thinks she's going to jump in and attack Klaus and Elijah, and they just go, boom, mate. Get on the floor. I'm stronger than you. Know your place. That's what needs to happen with Haley. And then they need to go at the wolves. But I really enjoyed that. And then it was definitely not what I expected.
He ruins everything he touches.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
I brought something for you.
It's not what I think it is.
The dagger Cole and I made. I want you to use it.
I want them to put Klaus down. What we're on episode 18. Put Klaus down in episode 20 or 21, get absolutely annihilated by Dahlia, and let her to take Hope, and let them all realise that Klaus is the big man and all them are the weak ones, and they wouldn't have a leg to stand on if he wasn't there ruling them. That's what I want. So I want you to take him out only for 1 or 2 episodes. I don't like longevity. Take it out, instant impact. Oh my god, we can do it our way. No, you can't. It's a terrible way. Dahlia's won. Undagger Klaus. Let him do the wrath on everyone. Go after his child. That's what I would like.
Somehow I don't think that Klaus is going to be able to save us.
He loves her. If you enter the bayou, I cannot protect you from Dahlia.
Jackson knows every inch of the bayou. He can protect us, and the only thing standing in our way is you. You want to protect us. Buy us some time. Tell me you didn't do it.
If I tell you who I am, and you refuse to believe me, then I can hardly be blamed for your disappointment.
Maybe she is out to get you and twisting everyone against you, and maybe she is this, but you know what she didn't do? She didn't just kill Aiden, an innocent guy.
And neither did I.
Why did you tell them that you did?
Only I can save her, and I need them to fear me.
Am I supposed to fear you too?
For you to believe I am the monster they would paint me as. And then one day when all this was past, and we would pass a perfect afternoon, wish for nothing more. A better man would protect you with that lie. And so I leave you with the burden of a truth that no one will believe.
I'm loving this episode.
You put them in the paint. The earth from sacred ground all hidden in plain sight. She and Jackson took Hope, and you will not find them, brother.
You helped Haley escape. How dare you! Why provoke a fight you cannot
It's getting
win?
daggered now, innit? Hating you all this episode, apart from Klaus. Literally, I hate the fact that they're all going against him, but I love it. And that's the difference between there's a difference in there, mate. Like, you can physically hate somebody, or you can really love the actors but just hate the actions that they take in. That's what I mean, mate. So I'm hating everyone. I'm hating on everyone apart from Camille as well. Like, she didn't do anything bad there. She had a nice conversation with Klaus, and she didn't blame him when he turned around and said he didn't kill her. I like the emotion and the conversation that they had. But everyone else, I think you're all doing terrible things. You literally are all the reason Hope's getting I want Hope to get took so bad, like, so they can all realise that they're nothing without Klaus. That's what I literally want. Now, I said I'll accept him getting daggered in episode 20 or 21, so then we've got the remainder where they could take Klaus, because I was thinking let's run it into the next season, but now it's happened early. I'm thinking that the storyline won't run into next season and she's getting took now, and then they'll realise that I want Klaus to be stubborn. I actually do want him to be stubborn, so like I want them to dagger him, which they've done. I actually said I want them to dagger him, so I'm not mad at that. I just feel like they're all doing stupid stuff like this, daggering Klaus, not trusting him. I think like it's a rookie move, mate. It's literally, and I love how Klaus owned up to killing Aiden when he didn't. And I just want them to dagger Klaus, which they have, them to try and attack Dahlia and absolutely get destroyed, all of them. And then I want them to run to Klaus, literally I'll crawl back and get him out. Klaus, we need your help. And snap, 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 all the necks. Dagger, dagger, dagger. I'll do it myself. And then go and win on his own with no teammates behind him and just show that he is the big bad. That's what I would like. That's not going to happen, but because everybody's against him, I just want him to come back and be against everybody else, and then I want him to dominate on his own to show that never fucking don't trust me again. I am the main man, I am the alpha, and I am the one that will protect my child, and that is what I want. But I did love the episode, absolutely loved it. It just makes you want to watch the next and the next and the next. That's how good this show is. That's going to wrap up today's episode. So I thought it was a fantastic one, even though obviously I don't like the fact that they're going after Klaus. But I think, again, Dahlia showing how strong she is, how scared she's making everybody. You know, she's forcing everybody into panic situations, you know, like panic moves. And they're all going against Klaus. Marcel, you know, Elijah, Freya, Rebecca, you've got obviously Davina helping as well, Haley, Jackson, Aiden, Josh, all of them, literally. And it's just Klaus on his own. He's the only one that could protect her, he thinks anyway. He feels like he can't trust anybody right now because they're all dabbling all over. Like, and it's true. I'll tell you, Elijah, my plan to take down take down Dahlia, and guess what you're going to do? You're just going to waltz over and you're going to go and tell Freya. And it's interesting because I actually believe that is possibly what he would have done. Now obviously I don't usually believe that, but the way the story's kind of playing out, like, I could see that. So then it's interesting to me because it is true. Like, can Klaus trust him? Like he was saying, you're just looking at around the corner. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking from clouds above. I'm looking down at the road. I'm looking down at the map. I'm looking at all the directions that we go, not just round the corner. What's the different paths that we can take, you know? Sick. Honestly, I really enjoyed this episode. Now, it's mad that Aiden's died. It's tightening. Actually, it's tightening because Klaus was using him. But actually, sometimes you see Klaus use somebody and they use him in a bad way, but like I don't think he actually used Aiden that bad. He didn't really force him to do anything against anybody or hurt anyone. Basically, he used him to try and protect Hope. He wanted to make sure that Hope got took to that place. He didn't want him to run off. You know, all the stuff that he's kind of done. He's not really. I would say this is the best way Klaus was actually like use somebody and not physically like abused or like over abused the use of them and that made them do things. I feel like with this one with Aiden, he didn't really do anything that bad, and obviously it was just Aiden feeling, you know, like the paranoia of double crossing both of them, that he decided that he would tell Jackson, and then Jackson accepted it and he gave him a punch, but then again he was like, look, you know, it takes a big man to own up, and if you want to go and get away with Josh a bit, take time to reconsider, come back, find yourself. You know, when you come back, the pack's going to be here. So I did enjoy that, and he didn't deserve to die. What was interesting is obviously Dahlia attacked him, and I thought it was going to make it look like Jackson done it because after the conversation with Josh, he was saying he's going to go and tell Jackson, didn't he? And I thought obviously because he's got the slash marks on his face that Josh would have thought that he's gone and told him and he's retaliated, and then he was going to jump over to maybe tell Klaus or blah blah blah, and then he was going to go and fight the wolves. You know what I mean? But what actually happened is they took it and they thought that it was Klaus that done it, and then instead of him like denying it, he owned up to it. He stood there, you could see his eyes flickering like, what I'm going to say, yeah, sack it, mate, I'm going to own up to it. It was me. All of you, you know, you need to stand by me. This is what happens if you get a traitor. If you go behind my back, if you don't do what I say, then I'll make a statement, I'll kill you. And then they all started fighting. Now Haley, she's a tough one. As in, do I really like her? I do. I actually like her. Now, she's stressing me out a little bit in the fact that she keeps going against everything that Klaus is saying, but everybody has this episode, so I'm not just honing in on Haley. But she said something like, from now on, I'm not going to listen to you, Klaus. And it's like, Haley, you've never listened to him. I can't remember one time you've ever listened to him. And I personally think that going into the bayou is a dreadful idea. Said it at the start of the episode, said it last episode, I'll say it at the end of this episode. It's an awful idea. I can't believe even Elijah even stood up and accepted to do that. I mean, his feelings for Haley have definitely got in the way from absolute looking at do you know what I mean? Right, he's let feelings get in the way of a common sense, in my opinion. He's thinking, oh, you know, I don't want to upset Haley and I don't want to do this. Yeah, you go, I'll protect. No, with Elijah, man, you must know that Hope's better in your protection. Forget Klaus, yeah, throw him away. He don't even exist. He's better in your protection around you and around Rebecca and around Freya. He's not better with the wolves running off in the trees where she can easily find him. Now the fact is that she has got this bracelet on now which does repel or whatever, a locator spell or whatever you want to call it. Like, Dahlia can feel her, so she's going towards her. This has stopped it, so that's quite good. I've got to admit that's pretty decent. We'll see if that actually works. But in terms of like, what do I want now from this position here? I want obviously Klaus to be daggered for the next episode. I want them all to try and to protect Hope. I want Dahlia to come and just absolutely easily take them. Maybe somebody else of high profile dying, like Jackson. So then you can make a statement. And then obviously they're going to crawl back to Klaus and undagger him. And then I want Klaus to absolutely retaliate and be stubborn, like we all know that he is. And go and dagger maybe a couple. Nah, I'd just dagger Elijah, me. I don't want Elijah daggered for next season. Or like 10 episodes. I just want it to be like, you daggered me, I daggered you. Consequences. You didn't stand by my side. You wasn't a wise counsel. You made a stupid move, Elijah. Because to me, it is a terrible move. So you made a stupid move, and then he goes obviously after him, and he successfully retrieves Hope himself. He'll have the good fight. He's looking down, like he said, from above. He knows the map. He knows how to kill her. He knows the weapons, and he'll do it himself. So I think the remaining final few episodes of the season is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm really excited. Can't wait to watch more. I'd like to thank everybody for obviously checking out the video today. If you want to watch the originals on a consistent daily basis, then head over to the Patreon, because we are going to start uploading it there. And thank you so much for always supporting all the videos on the channel. Hopefully you enjoy the Vampire Diaries tomorrow, and then back on to the originals, and we've got loads of stuff going on. It's absolutely crazy. So thanks so much, everyone. Have a fantastic day, and as always, I will catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.